Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Hey, sup everybody? Welcome to this week's Keep It 100 moment. I'm your host, Nina Babel, and I am unapologetically myself, keeping it 100 all the time. And in case you're wondering and going, what? Keep it 100? Well, this simply means that I keep it real and I keep it true. No filters. But this is a super short episode. I have many Keep It 100 moments like you do too, but this time I'm going to be the one sharing. But happy August, everybody. You know, it's month 7 out of 12. We're heading to the end of the year. I mean, the countdown is officially on in my mind. Once Labor Day comes, that's it. And so this is what I want you to take away. I am living from a place of affirmation in my life. I know what I'm made of, and I know what I want. This has been an evolutionary process that honestly really doesn't stop, and it shouldn't, because we're constantly evolving as human beings, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally. You know, that's a self-check for you. As the saying goes, there are people that drop in and out of your life, right? For a reason and season. We all know that saying. But today's reason is never let anyone kill your joy. And if there's one legacy that I want to leave from this podcast today, in case I get hit by a bus, is I want every listener to seize and remove the killjoys in your life that zap your being, your existence. So a few years back, I worked with this older gentleman. We were both consultants on this project. Ken is in his 50s. He's married. His wife is getting ready to retire as a school teacher. He's made real estate investments along the way. And lastly, he's that quintessential prodigal son who took care of his mother as well as his siblings. Ken didn't really have to work, but he did anyway. And I always gave him this side eye like, really? But out of the many conversations we had, the one that resonated the most when he told me is, Nina, never let anyone kill your joy. And that stuck to me like white on rice. I sat back to do a self-check and really to sharpen my bullcrap detector. Ken and we always used to have these conversations where we educated each other on what it meant to have a killjoy-free life. For the last umpteen years, I refocused on who and what were the killjoys in my life. And they ranged from people, places, and things that just zapped my energy and did the whole internal karate chop flips in my head. Let's be honest. This could be a parent, it could be a sibling, coworker, boss, friend, boyfriend, or even husband. But the takeaway is this. It's important to recognize these negative forces in your life that are weighing you down in this kind of mental chokehold, like you're about to self-destruct. And you look at some people and you wonder how they struggle through it. Is it because they have no choice? Is it because they're the Teflon Don of armor and they could withstand anything and have a high tolerance level? I don't care what anyone says, it catches up with you. And that must be friggin' hard. But think of it like this. You know, sometimes when you look at people, whether it's in the street, in the subway, on the sidewalk, in the park, you see their life struggles written all over their face. That's telling. To me, that's telling how many killjoys that they're dealing with or have dealt with. Makes you thankful for the troubles that you don't have. The question now becomes, how much does it weigh down your soul and spirit? So let me help you out. Let's start simple by using perfect examples just to illustrate my point. Number one, there are many people out there, we all know these people, who literally go to bed and wake up evil. And they show up evil. Number two, I never really understand how people can be driving through the neighborhood, a local neighborhood, and drive at excessive speeds, weaving in and out of the lanes at 6 a.m. in the morning. Like, where is your mind at for you to be going that fast and aggressively? Like, what happens when you get to work? Number three, people who watch the news daily, like day in and day out, Like, I'm talking local news. Live in fear. You ever notice that? Everything is about living in fear. Don't do this, don't do that. And they perpetuate that fear on you, that negativity, kind of like that schizophrenic way. Number 4, depending on your level of human kindness, when someone is condescending, passive aggressive, maybe they don't open the door for you, they don't give up a seat for that pregnant woman, or they're just plain rude. That kills your daily joys in life, day after day. But these embarrassing moments, you can't take back or save face about it. You know, inside it's a place you just don't want to revisit. I use these examples because the less you respond to negative people, the more peaceful you and your life is going to become. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. You'll be amazed how much you're going to experience sensory overload, but sensory overload to the joys in life. But here's how I eliminated my killjoy, actually just a week or two ago. Years ago, I had these 2 friends who told me their personal stories about walking off from their jobs. And I mean, literally, they were like, deuces. And I thought to myself in amazement, like, wow, that's so brave. That takes balls. Balls that I didn't even have the wherewithal to even grasp. Clearly, I wasn't there yet in my life. Well, I don't know if I'm proud to say, but I did it. I did it. And yes, it does take balls. But this take balls approach in life, let me tell you, it's liberating. My first thought, believe it or not, was Ken's voice. Nina, don't let anyone kill your joy. And that's exactly what was happening day in, day out, day in and out with this client. While I was counting to 10, I did a quick mental self-check. You realize sometimes when things are falling apart, it means that they're falling in the right place. Take a moment to think about your joys today. What makes you tick and what doesn't? In fact, start with 5 of them. That's easy. Out of the 5 of them, do 1 joyful event every day for yourself. And then what you're going to do is you're going to increase it to 2. Then you're going to increase it to 3 until you reach 5. Journal how it made you felt. Or better, tweet me at Nina Babel on how liberating it felt. And then let's flip the script a bit. If you eliminated a killjoy just like I did, you're going to journal how it made you feel and how liberating it felt. So where is Ken today? The last text exchange we had, Ken was recovering from back surgery and chilling at his home in the South Banks, waiting for his wife to join him in the summer. Yay, Ken! I always told Ken to chill. I didn't know why he decided to work, but I'm glad he took my advice. As always, if you enjoy this episode, you're going to share it with your peeps who need to hear this inspirational message. Make sure you subscribe on iTunes and you look for the Keep It 100 Girls show. Click the subscribe button on your iPhone or Android so you never, ever, ever miss one of my Keep It 100 moments every other Friday. But that's my moment for today. You know, I keep it real and I keep it true. And starting today, I encourage you to keep your life real and true with no more killjoys. Smooches!